A train is traveling at a speed of 90 km per hour. Brakes are applied so as to produce a uniform acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second square. Find how far the train will go before it is brought to rest. So, if you can see, the train is traveling at a speed, the speed 90 km per hour, and after it applies a brake. What happens if you apply brakes to a vehicle? So that vehicle's speed decreases. So we can say that the vehicle's acceleration decreases. So the decrease in acceleration, when you can apply brake, your motion decreases. So that we will show in the problem with a negative sign. So the negative sign here represents the acceleration. The negative sign here represents the acceleration is decreases. And after decreasing accelerations, what happens? The train comes to rest. So here these words are important. So the train came to rest. We applied the brakes when train is at 90 km per hour. The acceleration is decreased. After applying brake and before comes to rest, the train covers certain distance. So that here they are asking in terms of a word that is called how far. How far means how much distance. So there are the certain hidden words are there. So those words you need to understand carefully. First I will write that the train is traveling at a speed of 90 km per hour. So that is my initial velocity. Initial velocity equal to u equal to 5 by, sorry, I started to convert. First I need to write given value, it's 90 km per hour. And we will convert that in terms of meter per second, because 1 km per hour equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. Whenever we do problems to solve, we always convert kilometer per hour to meter per second. So this is the conversion rate. So initial velocity u equal to 90 upon, so in the place of kilometer per hour I can substitute this value. So if you can write that at here, times 5 by 18 meter per second. So 18 in 90, 4 times. So initial velocity u equal to 20 meter per second. So this value we can highlight. So initial velocity u equal to 20 meter per second. And we will write what is given there. Given acceleration A equal to, it's negative 0.5 meter per second square. And not only that, and given final velocity. Final velocity v equal to how much? In the problem it seems like not to mention, but when you can see when train comes to rest, if any body comes to rest, what its velocity? Its velocity will become 0. Therefore, final velocity equal to 0. And what we need to find? We need to find how far. We need to find how far. How far means how much distance. So we need to find distance. S equal to how much? So when we are having these three values, so depends upon the three values, I can select my equation of motion. So u is initial velocity and a is acceleration and v is final velocity. I need to find s. So by using third equation of motion, v square minus u square equal to 2as. Substitute all given three values. So if we can mention v square equal to 0 square minus u square equal to 20 meter per second square equal to 2 times acceleration is given minus 0.5 meter per second square times s. So if I can write that properly at here, so 0 square, the value will become 0, and this side minus 20 square, 20 square means 20 20s are 400, and meter square upon second square equal to, you multiply 2 with 0.5, it will becomes 0.1. So 2 times 0.5, it will becomes negative 1 meter per second square times s. Now you can cut, minus gets cancelled, denominator second square gets cancelled, in meters 1 meter gets cancelled, the final value s equal to 400 meter. So the distance covered by the train s equal to 400 meter. So I can write that value, find distance s equal to 400 meter.